What really caught my attention was the growing concern surrounding Northwest. Lately, she's been attending major public events without either of her parents by her side. And considering she's only 13 years old, that's something a lot of people are questioning. Sure, she has security and reportedly an assistant with her, but you won't believe this. That still doesn't feel like enough supervision in situations like these. Recently, she appeared at the Vetements fashion show, where groups of adults crowded around her, all trying to snap photos and get close. I understand that many people view her as a celebrity, but at the end of the day, she's still a child, and that's the part that shouldn't be ignored. That's exactly why the whole scene left a bad impression on me. Even UK rapper Skepta publicly weighed in, saying he normally avoids other people's business, but found it disturbing watching grown men approach North the way they did. He argued that anyone paying attention could see she simply wanted a respectful handshake, and added that instead of only teaching languages like French, German, and English, people should learn to understand body language. That statement hit hard, because honestly, protecting children should never be optional. I completely understand where he was coming from. Even Gunna didn't seem comfortable with what was happening, looking around as if he was wondering why someone so young was placed in that environment. In my opinion, both Kim Kardashian and Kanye West,
and well, we was all thinking the exact same thing when we saw Chloe Bailey come on that stage at the BET Awards with that bullshit on. And y'all can't convince me that shit wasn't part of a humiliation ritual. Cause what the f was she wearing? What was she wearing, bro? That dress looked too tight, looked like she couldn't breathe. And then that damn wig. What was that on her head, bro? Like, why can't we all come together as black people, as a collective, and all look good without there being that one person coming there looking a mess? And out of all people, Chloe Bailey came to that award show looking a damn mess with that stupid ass wig. Like, bro.
Now, when I first heard this, I was like, there's no...
When I first came across this, my immediate reaction was, there's no way this guy is actually serious. It honestly felt like he had to be chasing attention or trying to stir up outrage, because the comment was completely unnecessary. You won't believe how random it seemed, and for a second, I thought it had to be nothing more than rage bait. But the story
was going in on me, calling me ugly and stuff. Look at the way he was looking. He had the audacity to put his face on camera, calling me ugly and a hot ass mess, all this stuff. I'm thinking, you couldn't even talk to me, bro. There was some dude. He had beer gut, receding hairline, and a beard that's patchy in his car. Look, broke down. Talking about, I looked a hot ass mess yesterday. Now, you don't have to like my hair. You don't have to like my outfit. But you would never even get a chance with me, brother man. So I'm thinking he really going in on me, calling me ugly, all this stuff. I commented and I said, come talk to me when you go to the barber. And I put a bunch of laughing faces. I said, you giving all this energy to me. You need to be putting that energy into yourself. I sent it. But I commented on it. Mind you, the video ain't even have that many. That it was like, he didn't have much. It wasn't even a viral video. It just popped up on my feed. Then I hurried up and deleted it. That's what I did today. Because I said, now, Chloe, you don't need to be nasty too.
No, Chloe, you got a right to be...
No, in this situation, Chloe Bailey had every right to clap back because she was being criticized for absolutely no reason. Honestly, I didn't think she looked bad at all. In fact, I like the look she brought to the event. One thing I respect about Chloe is that she's never afraid to switch up her style and try something different instead of playing it safe. That's why all the negativity surrounding her just feels manufactured to me. It doesn't come across as genuine criticism. It feels forced. But let's move on, because I also wanted to talk about the BET Awards. I didn't catch the show live, but I watched plenty of highlights afterward. From everything I saw, the tribute to Lauren...
But the locks are segregated. I'm the which means I'm constipated. What up, New York Knicks? We won this shit. It's over.
All right, homie, you keep this up, you know they're gonna cancel you. You know it.
They can't cancel me. I'm the answer, G. I don't talk for free. Marcy Projects, we did it. What up, Brooklyn? Yeah.
Without
It's a
casino,
rock. It's a rock.
casino tour.
He's a fool. He is a fool. And I did see where this
One thing that had me cracking up was Druski. That man is completely wild. I even noticed clips of his skit being flagged or removed from certain accounts, and whether that came from Jay-Z's camp or the company behind the BET broadcast, nobody really knows. Either way, you won't believe this because the parody was still one of the funniest moments of the night. What really caught my attention, though, was what Ice Cube said afterward. He joked, "Man, they're gonna cancel you." And that comment spoke volumes. It suggests that Jay-Z still carries a level of influence in the industry where many people think twice before joking about him, fearing they could end up blacklisted or pushed aside. Even so, the BET Awards allowed Druski's skit to air, and the audience was laughing right along with it. That makes me wonder if the culture is starting to shift, and if people aren't quite as intimidated as they once were. I wouldn't be shocked if Jay-Z wasn't thrilled after seeing the sketch, and I also wouldn't be surprised if someone behind the scenes received a phone call afterward. Still, that's just Druski's style. He's always pushing the limits for a laugh. From everything I watched afterward, he actually did a solid job hosting the show. The production overall also looked much stronger than I expected. Another highlight was seeing Janet Jackson present the Icon of the Year award to Teyana Taylor. Teyana has spent nearly 2 decades building her career, so it's great to see her finally getting recognition. At the same time, part of me wondered if an icon honor came a little earlier than expected. Then again, when you look at artists like Teyana and Keke Palmer, they've accomplished more than many people do over an entire lifetime, so the recognition definitely makes sense. Seeing Janet on that stage also made me realize something else. There were plenty of celebrities in attendance, but it felt like the event was missing that larger-than-life superstar presence that older award shows seem to have. Maybe that's just where entertainment is today. These days, audiences seem more interested in viral moments and trending personalities than traditional celebrity status. A perfect example was when Young Miami received a standing ovation for her song Spend. That genuinely surprised me, and it's not even criticism. I'm happy to see her finding success. Considering everything that surrounded her connection to Sean Combs, her comeback also shows how quickly public opinion can change. One day the internet wants to cancel someone, and the next day they're celebrating them all over again. That's why I think trends and relatability drive today's culture far more than celebrity status alone. And honestly, that might explain why the biggest legends no longer dominate these shows the way they once did.